Welcome to this video of Chile. Actual video starts after introduction and this could be long video because it covers many days of travel. So first to start with we are going to Punta Arenas and Puerto Natales, those beautiful towns on the shores of Magellan's Channel. Next we are traveling to beautiful coastal town of Puerto Montt and from there onwards we are going to travel to Petrohué waterfall and to Osorno Volcano and to Peula. Next we are going to go to Chilean Desert of Atacama, and from Atacama we will go to watch geysers, which are world famous, and from there we will be going to Calama, desert town of Calama. Next, we are going to beautiful, colorful town of Valparaiso and nearby resort town of Vina del Mar. We will end our tour of South America in Santiago de Chile. So stay tuned, friends, to enjoy the video with us.
So we are in the border of Argentina and Chile, and first time in life that we are passing border through this bus journey. So we have come to the Argentinian side. So now they will be putting exit stamp on our passport. Immigration was very easy. They did not ask any questions. Only thing is they saw our US visa, nothing else. And they just checked the bag that we are not taking any fruits and vegetables, etc. So now we are officially in Chile.
So guys, this is interesting. Now we are going to cross this Magellan's Channel by a ferry. So our bus will be going into the ferry and will cross the channel by ferry. So it was invented by Ferdinand Magellan, and that's why Magellan's Channel. And it connects Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and that's why it had a big importance in the days when Panama Channel was not there. Once the December got over, the ferry went back, and we were told that now the ferries will not fly for indefinite period of time. Because due to disruption of ferry, we arrived at Punta Arenas very late in the night. So these are some glimpses of Punta Arena town. So this is a small town on the bank of Magellan's Channel. So today we are going to explore this Punta Arenas. Punta Arenas is a very small town in Chilean Patagonia.
We are at a museum of ships, and this is the replica of ship that had the name was Victoria, and that was the first ship to circumnavigate the globe. That was the replica, and this is HMS Beagle, which had come here, Patagonia, Chile. Yeah, a small hill and a viewpoint of Punta Arenas. Beautiful view of the town. Not a very big hill, it's only a small hill. Someone has put up the signs of distance from here. It is called Signo de Mundo. Mundo in the sense world. So sign of the world. This monument, named Monumento Tripulantes Goleta Angkor, is prepared in memory of Magellan Channel takeover by the Chile, possession of the Magellan Channel by the Chile. So in memory of that, this monument is prepared. The ship sailed from a place called Angkor, and they took possession of this particular channel from Spanish people. heavy wind blowing here because of the wind. This mountains are moving on the road. Punta Arenas is a very beautiful town with the very broad main avenue in between tree line street, uh, nice bungalows and very well landscaped avenue, super design, and they even have these benches on the road for people to relax. Landscape on this side is much more interesting. Very old trees. Old.
One more short bus journey, and we arrived at Puerto Natales. So from Punta Arenas, it was hardly 3 hours journey. This Punta Arenas and Puerto Natales, both the towns are not much populated. The people have just started coming here, and the towns are still developing. So not much of a public transport system out here, and the wind velocity in this area is very high, and it's cold but not as much cold as in Ushuaia, but the scenery is really breathtaking, and our visit was just worth it. Torres del Paine National Park. But we got tired because of our journey, long journey. It's already a month since we were traveling, and therefore we dropped the idea of going to Torres del Paine National Park.
Typical of these Spanish developed towns. There is a church, there will be a football field, and there is a central place where there is a in the center there is a garden, beautifully landscaped, and mostly it's a square garden. Natalis, this creature is Milodon, and Milodon was a creature which was staying with human being in a nearby cave. The cave's name is also Milodon Caves, and it seems that human being and Milodon, they learned to live with each other peacefully in the same cave. So that is why there is an importance of Milodon over here. There was an English company who used to export wool and sheep and animal products from this dock to England. Now the company is defunct since 1932, and it was taken over by some local company, but it did not survive also. And this was a warehouse in which before the export the goods used to be stored. Some guys are doing fishing on this small jetty. Terrible wind, like 45 kilometers per hour. Just the view of coastal boardwalk. From the ferry pier, ferries goes to Puerto Montt. That is our next destination. We never knew, otherwise we would have gone by ferry only. What a beautiful place this is. another art installation. There is a beautiful promenade, Puerto Natales. Lovely place, they have beautified it.
Welcome, guys, to new episode of our South America series to Puerto Montt. Uh, in this trip, after a couple of trips in bus, we changed again our plan to travel by plane simply because you can see the terrain is so that the buses are simply not available. So we had to rely on the flight, and an early morning flight took us to Puerto Montt from Puerto Natales. City is a very beautiful city, and on the one hand there are low lying hills, on the other hand there is a beautiful promenade. The promenade is well decorated with manicured lawns and superb trees and flower plants. We are on a first point of interest, and on the promenade there is an art installation which depicts traditional people, local people in traditional attire in larger than lifestyle life installation.
Beautiful square here with lovely flowers. And this monument is prepared in memory of German families arriving here by a ship named Susan. Surrounding this town, there are many German speaking and German towns which are there. Popular one is Plaza de Armas. We are here on a beautiful viewpoint with a view of all surrounding town and the view of Pacific Ocean.
We are now at another viewpoint in the city in different direction. Crews can be seen anchored there in the harbor, and in the background there are two hills which are snow-capped mountains. So one of that is Osorno Volcano, and other is also volcano, but I am not sure what name it is. So a lot of volcanoes in this region of Chilean Patagonia.
Typical locality of Puerto Montt.
Just a sunset view of the harbor from the comfort of our hotel room.
This particular clip is that we are traveling on Route 5, Ruta 5 they call it in their language, but it is merged into Pan American Highway. Pan American Highway extends from Ushuaia in Argentina south till Alaska in USA north. So South Pole almost to North Pole. We are in Puerto Varas, a typical town dominated by German people.
One interesting thing about this area is that lot of Nazis after World War, including Hitler, they ran away from Germany. Perhaps Hitler, we are not sure about it, but they ran away from Germany, and lot of them settled in this area, including in adjoining Bariloche of Argentina.
We are at the Petrohué waterfall, very famous over here. And in the background, there is this Osorno Volcano. Lovely place. Beautiful. A very scenic place with Osorno volcano in background. So yet again, this beautiful Petrohué waterfall.
And this lake is a very beautiful lake with Osorno volcano on one side, and the reflection in the lake is really worth seeing.
We have taken this cruise in a beautiful lake in near Osorno volcano. Uh, they have given lunch break at this place, but since we are vegetarian, we are not joining everybody for the lunch. However, this thing is very interesting. It is called sado, and this is what they mainly consume in this region. So it's basically a cow meat slowly roasted by a hardwood fire.
To our utter surprise, we are being taken to Osorno volcano, and that also we can go by cable car to as near as possible to the crater. So, Osorno volcano is a sleeping volcano. It's not active now, but in any case, we have never gone so near to the crater in our life.
Little hazy, so I don't know whether my camera is able to capture the full scene or not. This side is the beauty of this volcano. These are all lava rocks and ashes from the eruption. trying to go to the first place of that journey. We have climbed up a small hill. A small crater is seen over there. And the scene from here is just breathtaking. Today by catamaran we are going to a village called Villa Puela. The bikers have brought in their bikes in the catamaran. That we are seeing is another volcano which erupted some 7,000 years ago. This country Chile has around 2,000 volcanoes. Most prominent among them we visited yesterday, Osorno, and there are numerous other volcanoes. Difficult to remember the name. But the scenery out here is just simply breathtaking. And beyond that range is Bariloche and Argentina. Is another of those beautiful islands in the lake. And see the color of the lake, it has totally changed now. Totally green. Another of those spectacular scenery. The scenery changes every minute. The catamaran has just docked at the pier and we have come to this resort town. There are some people who have gone to Bariloche from here, and there are others who have booked the activity, so they are going by these buses for those activities that have been booked. So on Puela, this is a resort. Very nice natural place. There is no noise, no pollution, nothing. And this is resort building. They have a restaurant downstairs. Surprisingly, these guys are arranging a drop to Argentina. We had an option to walk down to the ferry pier by bus, a shuttle bus, but we have chosen to walk down a small 15-20 minutes walk, enjoying the nature. And just check it here. It's a nice little waterfall on a stream. Some different kind of plant this is, with a very large leaves. So that is the ferry pier. Our catamaran is waiting for us. Welcome guys to a new episode of our South America trip. Today we'll be flying
from Puerto Montt to Calama via Santiago. Santiago, we are not going to get down because we'll be returning there as our terminal flight is from Santiago to Punta.
We are traveling by this double-decker bus to San Pedro de Atacama from Calama. San Pedro de Atacama is around 2000 meters in height and is a desert town. We have entered the desert town of San Pedro de Atacama. Lot of greenery surprisingly.
We are at Atacama, and first thing we are going to do tonight is a visit for a stargazing in the desert. The experience was of stargazing was much better because we could see constellations and stars which normally we don't see in the normal northern hemisphere.
Our guide just explained us that these are one of the 3 places in the world where these kind of geysers have natural phenomenon. So we are at a height of 4,200 meters. That's almost 14,000 feet. Have some difficulty in breathing.
It's amazing today. It's really beautiful.
And they are saying that today we are lucky because there is a lot of activity going on. Otherwise, sometimes this could be silent also.
These water bodies are formed, which supports many life, like some of the birds, flamingos, llamas, etc., etc. So this desert is totally different from what we have seen otherwise in Sahara and all these places.
This lake is supporting flamingos, and these are pink flamingos because the plankton that they eat are very pink, and that's why it's more pink than what we find in India.
Overall, this was very satisfactory experience, and we will rate this trip 10 on 10. Fantastic, really good and worth visiting.
We are in the main street of Atacama. It's a desert town, and accordingly, all the properties that we see are typically suited to the desert town. The local people are saying that although this is a Chile, but according to them, they are more suited and more like Bolivian people, because this is just bordering the Bolivia. So their way of staying and the lifestyle, etc., it all matches with Bolivian people. This ahead of me is the town square. This is the kind of bus stand in Atacama. This was canteen, and this is waiting room. This is different kind of shops, entry, exit, the ticket offices. This is the main bus operator.
For the last leg of our desert town journey, we are returning back to Calama. Calama is the place where the airport is situated.
We have come to a beautiful cathedral in the city of Calama, and there is a nice square over here. Entire city there was hardly any square, but we were just wondering, because most of these cities in Chile and Spanish controlled area have very nice squares, but this was an exception. This seems to be a good square.
Welcome friends to this video in our South America series. Today by group tour we are going to UNESCO World Heritage City of Valparaiso, which is a very colorful city.
This is a Casablanca Valley, famous for its Chilean winemaking. There are some llamas over here. In the South American trip we have not seen llama, so we just came to see the llama. A beautiful animal. We are in Valparaiso and have come to a viewing point, Mirador or Plaza Sebastian. That's the coastal town of Valparaiso. Although today the weather is cloudy and smoky. World Heritage Town, UNESCO World Heritage Town, declared because of its colorful houses, and the theory goes that these houses are colorful because in the days when the houses were not numbered, at that time it used to be painted, and the address is given where blue house, pink house, and like that, and mostly the colors of ship was used because it will not rust. So this elevator, rickety one, nothing solid, is 8th oldest in world and the oldest over here in Valparaiso. This town is a all hill town, and these elevators are the one which takes people up and down the hill. And out of total 35, only 7 are still working. They call it elevator, but kind of a funicular or cogwheel train, they call it in Switzerland.
Yeah, it will Navy, sir. Navy.
Navy.
Yeah. Okay, guys. What we see here, this is the Valparaiso. Now the port of Valparaiso. Now the port of Valparaiso.
Is the largest producer of copper in the world, and it depicts in the art. So a lot of artifacts in copper that is available over here. So Dipti is coming down these colorful stairs. Superb. It's not very famous, but it's done very well. So this is the most colorful street among the lot, it appears.
Ahora
Hi. So this is the Plaza de Mayo or principal plaza of the Valparaiso city. So Valparaiso seashore, we are near a fish market and there are sea lions and seagulls. We are in a place, a resort town called Vina del Mar, and we have come to a place which is a flower club. Not a variety for people in Bombay. We are in Vina del Mar. We have come to a beach, and what we are told is because of some phenomenon, the water from Antarctica comes right up to South Peru, and here the water temperature in winter is only 8.5 degrees Celsius. Summer it rises up to 11.5. So the water temperature is not suitable to take bath, and therefore it's very difficult to find any person taking a bath. 8.5 is cold enough, but people are taking sun bath here. From the Eastern Island statue. Eastern Island belongs to Chile, but is around 3,500 miles from the shores of Chile, and is more part of the Oceania rather than the South America. So this one is brought from there to here for the Chilean people to see what it is, because they don't want them to travel 3,500 miles just to see these statues. So there are many statues in the Eastern Island.
For the last leg of our journey in this South America series, we flew from Calama to the capital city of Chile, Santiago. This video is going to be little long because we stayed in Santiago for almost 4 days.
At Santiago de Chile, that's how it is known. Santiago of Chile is the capital city of Chile, And for the time being we are at San Francis Church front gate, and we have a walking tour from here. Just going to check San Francis Church from inside. San Francis Church, Santiago de Chile.
From if you first time here in Santiago or not, we can start with human flight.
The church is built as far back as 1560, and most of the part is in stone and can be seen there are some brickworks over a period, and the clock tower is totally wood. Secondly, this kind of a canopy that we see is of no importance today, but it was a public phone over here. So this was the stock exchange, public phone booth here and public phone booth over there. This is the time when there was no mobile phones available, and a beautiful fountain in front of the stock exchange.
Here we have the main entrance, the real frontage of the stock market.
The presidential palace, but the present president does not live here. The building was built as a mint in 1802 by Spaniards, and most of the presidents lived here. After 1840 it was converted into presidential palace from mint. These are some of the ministry buildings. We are looking at the walking street right in the middle of Santiago. Can you imagine this? No vehicles allowed on these streets. This is Plaza de la Justica. This is Plaza de Armas, the main plaza of the city. This was the first native people's court, called Indian Court. This is the Metropolitan Cathedral, built in 1599. This was the main palace. However, after independence, it was converted into main post office. We are now going inside main Metropolitan Cathedral here.
Y si no es entendido, pierde validez. Ciertamente,
So Plaza de Armas, beautiful palm trees, well decorated, and of course it should have a fountain in the center of the park. Otherwise it's not a plaza. The Spanish plazas have wonderful fountains. The diplomatic building for diplomacy in the entire South America, not only for Chile. Look at this beautiful building. We are just taking walk down the
Sadly though, this place was abandoned for so
Santiago.
many years. But
It's called the Forest Park, right in the middle of capital city, Santiago of Chile. Unfortunately, city has lost its electricity and all utility. So mobile is not working, trains are not working, buses are only skeletonal, and therefore there is a crowd on the road. I think most of people are walking home. Good evening, friends. From the top of South America's largest, tallest building, Costanera. So we are on the 61st floor. 62nd floor is closed for party today, and this is the view from the floor. We are in the city of Santiago, the capital of the country. Of the town gets over in around a radius of 3 to 5 kilometers, nothing much, but very well planned city with avenues and broad roads. There is this just a small hill outside of my hotel. It has some historic and religious significance, so I'm just going to climb that. Let's see if I am allowed, because they are making some entries over here. Looks like a super structure. Wow. Just wow. Very quiet, no visitors. Imagine this just in the center of the city. Super quiet place. So now I know little Spanish. So let's see how much I know. Banos means toilet, it is already written over there. But Torre Mirador. Torre is tower, and Mirador means viewing point. So tower of viewing point. That is the meaning of Torre Mirador. I have started learning little Spanish after staying in the South America for 45 days. In the early morning, I am the only person who is here. We have not reached the final top, but almost there. So remains of some kind of fortification over here. Spanish, of course, they conquered the entire country in 1500s, controlling this kind of hill is controlling from vantage point. From the viewing gallery, of course, this is the viewing gallery. End of our climb, literally. This is what we discussed earlier, Torre Mirador, tower of viewing point. Let's see what's in store for us. This itself is the tallest point of the hill. Okay, we do have uninterrupted view of the city. That tall tower over there is Torre Costanera, Tower Costanera, which we visited yesterday. The other hill that is seen, we intend to go tomorrow, and I will just go around the this mountain top viewpoint so that we can have a view of entire city, uninterrupted view of entire city. So our climb and trip to this small Santa Lucia hill, Santa Lucia Hills ended, and this is what I forgot to take while climbing. This is the beginning of the climb. Superb, inviting gate. Of course, the entire hill cannot be seen; it is hidden behind that tree. Friends, we are now going for a tour of a vineyard, and on the way, this is the Central Avenue in Santiago de Chile. Most of these places have share a cab with the routes that they play on is clearly marked. Now we have entered the wine region and the winery where we have come. This is the entry. We are just entering for the wine tour in this winery, a beautifully landscaped garden. This is their wine cellar and sale shop. The name of the winery is Concha y Toro. We are in the sale area shop of the wine company. Traditionally designed. Super cool. Our tour has just begun, and this is a tunnel of some kind of wines. I am not sure. It's not grape wines for sure. This winery is very old, around 150 years old, and they have done good work with the lawns and gardening and all that. Many of the trees and plants have been imported from various places globally. This one is from Europe and is called beech tree. Some of that trees has been from US and some from other parts of the world. The palm has come from one of the islands. Beautiful lake within the estate. And now the wine tasting starts.
Oh, and I was about to say, if after you
What she is saying is this is a Maipo Valley. Yesterday we went to Casablanca Valley. Yeah. Best one. क्या जगह है? Designated area for different kind of grapes which produces different wine, say white wine and red wine. That's the basic classification, but there are other classification also. So beyond this fence, what we can see, the classification of grape changes.
Friends, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share to support us. Do join us in next video. Keep traveling the world with us through our lens.